Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's our football podcast. You can't see the forest for the teas. Tune in and listen to or watch myself, being joined by host Paul Williams and co-host James Panas, to discuss the week's games gone, and unfortunately not discussing the week's games to come because there aren't any. So we discussed that on the week of football, and then we jumped straight into the quiz. So check this out. This is Cookiecast presents You Can't See the Forest for the Teas.
Shut that door.
That's a nice opening.
Best thing was, I actually saw the recording and that registered.
You know what? It
quite
just went boom.
Registered quite loudly. So, here we are, gentlemen. Back for another fantastic.
Don't mention the word back.
Returning again. Better.
Returning. Once more into the breach.
Returning once again with the Renegade Masters. Power to the people and back once again.
I think it was back once again. James on there.
Was that?
Was it D for damage? Was that the next line?
Who was
D for
who
damage.
sung it though? Was it Chemical Brothers? Basement Jacks? Neither?
I wasn't sure if it was Beastie Boys.
Back once again with the Renegade Masters.
Or was it the Chemical Brothers?
I feel like I'd know it if it was Chemical Brothers.
So do you remember all those other podcasts we did where we talked about nothing but football?
Oh yeah.
And now we're trying to work out who.
Is the song just called Renegade Master?
I think that'd be too easy.
The ill behaviour, the ill behaviour, the ill behaviour, the ill behaviour. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, so it was Fatboy Slim.
Excellent. It was always going to be one of them fucking options, wasn't it?
We were either right, wrong, or nowhere near.
Welcome
to the wrong cast.
to another exciting instalment of You Can't See the Forest for the Teas.
No, you just make it sound creepy.
What?
With the... Yeah.
It's always money in the banana stand.
What?
I've seen the reviews of that.
I haven't seen I've not seen series 4 yet.
Yeah, so the reviews were, yeah, it definitely feels like the end, and that's probably the right thing because it was awful. It's like, why?
Americans, man, they just can't leave stuff alone.
But I mean, it's another one of those. Oh, everyone was up in arms when it was cancelled. So then it's like, all right, so they're the one time that they actually bring something back, but. Yeah,
I've got absolutely no idea what you're saying.
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development. We've
Right,
told you to watch it before, and you haven't, so, you know, you don't.
Fuck you, James. Fuck you, bitch.
Anyway, football.
Lovely upside down coffee there.
We definitely need to be I think this week, if anything, we should just not bother talking about any of the football that happened. We'll just look forward to the following weeks. We won't discuss any of the previous weeks, any of the results, anything like that. Although, I'm almost certain I've got a point, sort of by default, for one of my scorers.
The greatest word in the American language. Default.
We've got 2 results on this one to go.
There's
back
a
over.
lot.
Oh God, another game here for the fucking right.
There are 4 games.
Strangely enough, neither of us should be happy, and I don't know whether I don't know whether you should be more disappointed than I am.
How disappointed
What,
should I
that
be?
we got... I mean, in fairness...
We've both been taken to the cleaners by the same team this week.
Yeah. Fair enough. They're probably the form team.
Yeah.
So Villa...
I was listening to the Forest podcast after the Villa game. And this was before we'd even gone through the Ipswich one, and you'd obviously...
Before prior to the Villa game.
But they were talking about how Villa were on the charge, and looking at it, no one could believe that Middlesbrough would be dropping out the top 5.
It's weird, isn't it?
And now, it's like, at what point do we be like, they could be coming out of the top 6.
I believe I said it in a text to you both.
I know that you're going to look really foolish.
I'm going to look absolutely foolish at the end of the season when Borough are sat in 10th or something, and I've said in one of these podcasts previously it's going to take something spectacular.
No, I was absolutely with you. The fifth looked a shoe-in.
Everybody was, because before the Brentford game, we had a 11-point gap. No. Maybe it was 11-point gap to Villa.
Yeah, and I think at the time, you were saying, back then we were 7 or 8 points behind Norwich with a game in hand.
Yeah, something like that. So it was, that might have been before the Wigan game, because we'd just won 2 on the spin, I think. We'd just beaten QPR and Blackburn.
Because I think you were saying that, carry on. There's no reason why you can't be
at that point,
dreaming of a top 2.
At that point, top 2 was definitely still on. 12-point gap to... 12-point gap down to Villa, or 11 or 10-point gap down to Villa. And we were 3 points behind West Brom with a game in hand. Since then, we've drawn against Wigan 0-0, got beat by Brentford 2-1, got beat by Preston 2-1, and now we've lost 3-0 to Villa. So, for starters, that's 7 goals conceded in 3 games.
Is that 1 out of 12 points as well?
Do you say it
1 point from 12.
2-1 at Preston.
2-1 Preston.
It's just...
While I'm there, I'll get
Yeah, you might as well get through them.
And what was it?
Villa 3, but Middlesbrough 0. So I almost was right in the score.
You got the score right. I mean...
No, I think I went 3-1 Borough.
Not the team.
Did I go 3-0 Borough?
3-0.
What a fucking retard. Well, in that case, I definitely haven't got one of the scorers. Tosser.
No.
Bastard. Instead of being an outside bet for the top 2, we're now potentially a ropey choice for the playoffs.
The only thing possibly in your favour is outside of Villa, all those teams that are knocking around 7th to 11th seem to be tripping over each other.
Well, they've all got to play each other, I think. I think another thing that helps us in the running
You're the
is
one that disappointingly is Wednesday are coming through.
Yeah, well, I think that's the team that I said. All we both agreed on was the team that was coming from deep. And that had, they had the run behind them. Are they still unbeaten under Bruce? I don't know.
I don't know, but you look at Bristol City
the ones that
they're probably the ones that are looking as ropey as you. I'm not to say that Forest are playing particularly well.
At the minute, you'd say that out of that sort of now that Borough have been closed right back into it, so you're saying...
So you're thinking West Brom, even though with the second, they're staying in 4th.
You've got the top 3 that are all sort of interchanging. It's definitely 2 from 3 now.
And you'd
fancy, you've got 5th down to
Norwich
about 12th.
Now, but that Sheffield United win.
It's blown everything wide open. I was speaking to loads of Leeds fans, and one of them especially was just right, that's it now, because their running's harder than Sheffield United's or Norwich's. So they're thinking, right, balls, we're a bit fucked now. But yeah, the teams from 5th down to, you'd say, probably about 12th are all just fighting out for the last 2 playoff spots, because West Brom are in a bit of an island on their own. And they're pretty much locked into 4th. They won't go any higher, and they won't probably drop any lower. Our one sort of thing going for us, if you want to call it that, is that we've still got Bolton away. Really need to be winning that game. Rotherham away should really be winning that game.
See, you're saying this, and all I'm hearing is
Brentford at home should be winning that game.
No, all I'm
Preston at home
thinking is
should be winning that game.
Forest definitely should have been winning Norwich away, Ipswich away.
Ipswich away, yeah. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Ipswich. See, my dad's been laughing at me all weekend over our game, right? Because he's before the start of the game, that'll be 1-0, 1-0. I'm like, it's not going to be 1-0. He's like, Ipswich have just drawn the last 5 games in a row, 1-0. You realise? I was like, yeah. Brilliant. So obviously, it won't happen again. Should have been on that for the bloody stats. Ipswich score early on. We equalise, and I'm like, it's not in doubt. We'll come back in the second half, win this easily. Gonna die, guys. 1-1, 5 games in a row. It's 1-1 now. It will finish 1-1. I was like, shut Dad. Whatever. Oh dear. Did it finish 1-1? It finished 1-1. I'll put that one down. However, the game earlier in the week, Aston Villa
versus Nottingham Forest, or Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Sorry, finished.
Fucking went up in that game as well. What you? Oh, sorry, Villa. Forest 1, Villa 3.
Oh dear. That sound you can hear, that creaking sound, is the wheels coming off the Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest promotion charges.
Just really quickly, how much money did we pay?
I think we won absolutely jack shit.
So not
did any
£290.
Did any of us have Ipswich to score?
4-0, 3-0,
and then whatever he went.
3-0.
Keep going. 4-0, 3-0.
2-0.
2-0. Oh,
so that's why. So I thought that. So that's why after 5 minutes, I sent you both a text saying, "Well, we're not winning anything this week, lads," because Forest had fucked it up for us. So there you go.
I honestly,
as it turned out,
well,
your team didn't really help us either.
No, I mean it's understandable. They're obviously completely bereft of any confidence. The international break couldn't have come at a better time because they need to regroup. They need time to just get out of each other's heads.
Just a quick look.
Oh yeah, no points.
Just a quick look. Obviously, I don't know any scorers, but at this point, knowing no scorers, I'm winning this week.
Amazing.
I've got a scorer.
I might have a scorer, but I don't know for definite.
Right. So let's go back through the scorers then.
Right. Oh, you jammy bastard! You do have a scorer. Son of a bitch.
You got a Fletcher?
No. Oh, fucking hell, you've got 2. You absolute slag.
I swear he's gone Fletcher again, didn't he? You go Fletcher in something.
So, what we're doing, we'll do Preston Borough, yeah?
That's the first one on the list.
So Preston Borough, the scorers were...
Oh, I've got the Preston scorer, I swear.
Fucking slag, you absolutely...
It's Gallagher, isn't it?
Fucking Gallagher.
That's
so Borough scorer Ashley Fletcher. Preston scorer Paul Gallagher and Jayden Stockley. And almost as if it was meant to happen. So a couple of days previously was the Brentford game when Pulis made a substitution on the 60th minute.
Where you had an absolute rant.
Completely changed the game.
Yeah.
61st minute of the Borough Preston game, Daniel Ayala gets sent off.
Yeah.
They score from the free kick, completely changes the game. We're going to lose. So, absolutely ridiculous red card. Never a red card in a million years. Which was equally proved by the fact that they appealed the decision and it was overturned instantaneously.
It doesn't help you though, does it?
Doesn't help us. I mean, that's the thing. So fair enough. Ayala doesn't now have like a 4-game ban or whatever.
So do we have the VAR in the Championship next year?
I don't know. I don't know because there's certain stadiums where it just won't be feasible.
Well, we'll go into talking about the VAR at the weekend because that was
quite controversial.
Yeah.
Swansea game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Didn't see any of that because I was out gigging it up, not performing, watching. So that was the Borough Preston scorers, and in the Forest Villa, oh my god, I didn't even realise the goal machine himself had scored.
For Forest?
Yeah.
I can't even remember who it was, but is it... Tell me it's not like Ben Luan now.
No!
The
actual goal machine.
Oh, was it Murphy?
No!
I can't remember. Excuse me. I can't remember.
If Forest are scoring a goal, who's going to be scoring at 9 10 out of 10?
It's not Graben.
You're absolutely right. It is Jack Colback. Yeah.
I was going to say. No one knows.
Aston Villa's goals, I can guarantee you no one's put these two. John McGinn.
Did he get 2?
Yeah, he got 2.
Yeah.
He's a fucking defensive midfielder, isn't he? And they keep saying Courtney Hauser.
Yeah.
On the radio, but I'm pretty sure his name's Courtney Hawes. But either way.
You can see why they're saying Hauser
I
on
was
the
going
radio.
to say, I wonder why they're saying it.
Well,
I wonder how much he pays
there used to be a German footballer whose name was spelt Kuntz. and they were absolutely adamant that his name was Kuntz.
No, the best thing was when it was in Euro '96.
Motson doing the commentary.
Was it Motson? And Germany just like sweep another
lovely,
one. He's
lovely
like having a little talk about himself
lovely
in
passing,
between.
lovely passing played here by Germany, and I think it's like Muller.
No, but he said it straight away. He was like, so and so small, and then he starts telling a story, and then like obviously thinks, oh, back to the football now. So it's story, cunts. Because that's the name of the player.
Well, it was like basically
like you just got the ball.
Yeah, they're obviously like, it was something like Germany passing it around here.
Cunts.
Because he obviously was on the ball and just played it through to somebody else. It was like,
But in that situation,
there was a time period where Middlesbrough had a German player called Uwe Fuchs.
Yeah.
Fuchs. And they also had a right back called Neil Cox. So my brother was just praying that they signed Stefan Kuntz so that the commentator could say Cox, Fuchs, Cox. So,
hey.
Right, I don't know where we go from there.
no one got any points, I'm assuming, for either of those. Oh no, hang on.
No, I got Gallagher.
Someone had Fletcher as well, didn't they?
I thought he'd gone for a
Right,
Fletcher.
so we've gone back.
Borough Preston.
Right, yeah. So we've done
Scorers. So what's the scores after the first half of the week then?
After the first half of the week,
No results, I would imagine.
0 for
you
results.
and I are tied.
So you had Paul Gallagher and you must have had Ashley Fletcher.
Yeah.
Okay, we move to Saturday's games.
Saturday.
Aston Villa 3, Middlesbrough 0. Goals scored by Anwar El Ghazi, John McGinn a fucking gen, and Albert Adoma.
I think, yeah.
But
I
what's
don't
another
think
thing
I
for me
was
is
going for anyone.
I'm pretty sure I had Adoma to score in the other game.
Did you? I think I've...
Slag.
For Villa, I'm not looking past Abrams and Grealish, so
Yeah.
obviously I've got no scores there. And unless you've pulled Ipswich's score out the bag, no one's got any points in the next one.
Oh no!
Well-
Everyone's a massive fan of Colin Quanner.
You say that, but I believe one of us is taking a point from that game, gentlemen.
Oh,
Ipswich Forest. Did you go?
No. He'd picked Forest Villa to beat Borough.
In my one and only time this season of picking
Trust me.
our...
Trust me. This will not be your one and only time.
Oh no, you wait till I give you the scores for this week. Jesus Christ. Our teams, this is the first time I've gone with, I think Middlesbrough are not going to win. So I put them down for a loss. So I'll be taking a little point.
You're the reason.
So, let's finish this bad boy up.
None of us have got it because it's an own goal.
Yeah.
Because there was a predicted own goal in the Middlesbrough Villa game.
Did I predict that Albert Adoma was scored? No, Jack Grealish. Twat.
Was it Thorne or something like that own goal? Who's the own goal by?
John Nolan.
No.
Apparently he had a goal ruled out as well. Disallowed Nolan goal costs Ipswich. Colin Quanner's first goal in 50 games put the Championship bottom club ahead.
Yeah, didn't we have a, what do you call it? One judged offside that wasn't offside or something as well. I think did Murphy get one that should have stood or something like that.
In injury time, Murphy had the ball in the net following another throw-in from Jack Robinson, but it was ruled offside. From a throw-in? I don't think so. That is impossible. Anyway, yeah, so that's the scores, and the score is done and dusted. I think I've ended the point with a massive total of 0 points for the second week.
I was going to say, didn't you go 0 last week?
Who scored in the Forest Ipswich game?
Colin Quanner, and it was a John Nolan own goal for Forest.
Sorry. Nothing there.
You were pleased to know, though, that he did neither Castro made an appearance in the Villa game. Cash got off the bench in the Ipswich game.
Really?
Still not seen Gordon though.
So, out of 4 games, Paul Williams has managed to predict nothing.
Didn't you predict nothing out of 4 games last time round as well?
Yes, I did.
You're awful at football.
Cheers, mate.
Out of 4 games, James Panas has managed to get 1 point.
Oh, fucking hell, he's won.
Out of 4 games.
He's won the week.
And what a state of things, ladies and gentlemen, when this guy takes 2 points for the week and wins the week.
Oh dear.
How much money of this £2,000 am I getting?
Sadly, £0.
Isn't there something about if you win the week, the other people have to stump up the top score, top amount? Yeah, that's
Almost certain that is
that's
not
wrong.
the case. Do you want to know the sad thing?
Go on.
No predictions for this week.
International break.
There was a mention of an international break. So what we were talking about?
I said that potentially what I could do is I could guess the pools game for the week.
Yeah. So you're going to take pools,
Or
you're taking
Donny.
Or we just.
When it got to me, we worked out that we weren't going to be able to find.
Well, alternatively, we just
Mr.
we just pick the European game. So, for example, on Friday, England play the Czech Republic.
England will lose 3-0.
And then on Monday, England play Montenegro.
England will lose 2-0.
Can you tell me a single Montenegrin footballer?
No.
Can you name me a single Montenegrin footballer? He's too busy doing anything else.
Sorry.
Can you
He's
name
already-
me? Can you
he's
name
already
me
lost
a footballer
interest.
from Montenegro?
How far back am I allowed to go?
Say the name and I'll let you know if you can.
Well, Kesman from Montenegro.
Matija Kejman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought he was Serbian.
Oh, so am I thinking back to when they were Serbia and
And
Montenegro?
Montenegro, yeah, possibly. I don't know, that's a good point though. He might have been repatriated as a.
What you mean, like in the early 90s when Kanchelskis, like, do you want to play for Russia this week? Yeah, right. Do you want to play for Ukraine next week? Yeah, no worries. CIS? Yeah, I'll play for them all. Honestly, just when they were carving up, like, Yugoslavia and, like, Russia falling down, like, Kanchelskis was like, I play for any country going.
Yeah. You're going to pay me. Because, it's a job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Matija Kejman. Born
He's gonna
12th of
be
April
right,
1979 is a Serbian former professional footballer.
I
Belgrade.
knew it was going to be right.
Well, don't fuck with the big boys.
I don't even know what is the capital of Montenegro.
M.
See, Chile.
Obviously.
Here's an obvious joke. Montenegro. Oh, I did know that. Podgorica.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The answer you were looking for, or the answer I was looking for, was Stevan Jovetic.
That's the answer I would have given as well.
He played for City. It was half decent. Look at him. He's a right handsome chap.
What's with the hair? That's just a lie. That's essentially a bowl cut. That is.
Well, he's a footballer, therefore he has to have a shit haircut.
Did his mum do it?
With a bottle.
Yeah.
Still playing.
Come
I
on.
hope he was as well, because he's younger than me. Jesus Christ, he's only 29.
Oh, we're getting into a terrible subject there. Footballers and their haircuts.
Oh, talking about haircut, I was about to mention Aubameyang, but he won't have seen Aubameyang's goal celebration.
So the guy who plays for Arsenal called Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Fantastic name. Plays for the absolutely world-beating Gabon national football team. He's a great striker. He's a really good player. And when he used to play for Borussia Dortmund, he used to do his goal celebration with a guy called Marco Reus, who used to pull out a Robin mask to go alongside Aubameyang's Batman mask. However,
full on like
cape and cowl.
No, we're talking full on like Mexican gimp mask, like over the head rubber mask.
No, this is the one that he pulled out again in the Arsenal game.
Oh, so was his Batman one not like that?
No, it was just like the sort of the ones that sort of go over there. But like Adam West Batman. So in the Arsenal game on Thursday, he scored.
We were at the pub. And everyone was like,
"What the fuck is
happening here?"
So we turn around to have a look, and he's basically scored a goal, then gone and
he's got a little kit bag behind the advertising board.
Yeah, you know those little duffel bags that you sort of put with the pull string thing.
What's going off in here?
So he's obviously pulled out a bag, and then he's pulled a Black Panther mask,
full on.
So over the head, you know the ones that have got the shoulder and stuff, the neck bit that sort of comes down over your neck, and then it's got the sort of the excess bit that sort of hangs.
With the pointy ear bit. So he's all got it on. He's already got his black gloves on.
Got up and did that. Is that the sort of the Wakanda sign?
He's already got his black gloves on because he plays in his gloves because
it's cold.
And he's just like posing around in front of the camera like this with a Black Panther mask on. Like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, they're clearly trying to drive it down because obviously there was season before last American football celebrations were still banned, and then last season they relaxed
the rules on celebrations.
But they did this thing where they're like, you're not allowed to use props for your celebration. You're not allowed to use props.
It's very rare you see a prop in football, isn't it?
One of the guys got into trouble because often when they score, they'll jump up. And like the thing's quite high, they'll jump up to the crowd and stuff, like get like touching the crowd and all this, that and the other. He jumps up into the crowd and uses the camera to like start panning around the rest of the team and stuff. And all the commentators were like, he's going to be in trouble for that because that's technically a prop.
Yeah, there was that one. There was a guy who'd hidden a mobile phone under the posts and basically put it out and was like, saw one of the funniest things ever at the weekend. There was a guy who'd scored his debut goal for a team in like China or Brazil or something like that. I'll have to try and find it on Twitter if I can post a link. But he scores on his debut. I think he must have scored like 2 or 3, and this was his 3rd or 4th goal. Didn't realise obviously the stadium was in the configuration it was. So he goes to jump over the advertising board so he can get closer to the fans.
Into the away fans.
No, not realising there's a 12-foot drop the other side of the barrier. So he just hops over onto concrete. Yeah. So they have to basically pick him up and cart him off because he obviously landed quite heavy and stuff. Oh. Can you imagine that just going, yeah!
12-foot drop.
Down. Oh, hilarious.
What's that saying about look before you...
Yeah, look before you make a tit of yourself. Were we in a particular section? I don't think we were.
You were trying to name Montenegrin football
because of who England are playing
and
this
then
week.
We started talking about
so, we need to decide which games we're predicting.
Yeah.
I personally, I mean, like I say, the England game's going to be like, England will lose and it will be to...
They won't lose.
They'll win both games. They're at home to the Czech Republic and away at Montenegro. So...
But what fucking difference does it make?
Well, technically, if they lose, they won't qualify for the European Championships.
Oh, so they can go through...
And I believe the semi-final and finals at Wembley for this one.
And lose.
Yeah, but do we not...
Excuse me. I don't think anyone qualifies as host for this one because there's host cities all over the place.
Wait,
it's the 50th anniversary.
But isn't there like a guaranteed place by winning the Nations Cup thing?
No, they've... what a rush.
There's something to do with Nations Cup as a
because they won their
group.
So
we're into a group.
They've automatically got a playoff spot. Or maybe that was just the lower teams, because I know that Scotland have because they won their group and got promoted to the next group up. If they don't qualify outright for Euro 2020, they get a playoff game against another team. So I don't know how the rest of it works now, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's weird.
So we need to decide what games we're predicting. When are you going to talk about your little TV programme? You're going to leave that till last?
Oh,
Harry's Heroes?
Yeah.
The full English?
We've only seen half of it, so I don't know whether we can...
Yeah, we can't really discuss it because we need to see the end of it.
The second
We need to
half
see
on now.
We need to see Merce bare his soul.
Yeah.
Is it only 2 parts?
Just a two-part
It'll
job.
be like a weekly thing. Because what I read was they're going to try and go up against
The
the
German
German team that was...
Yeah, so
popular at the
basically
same
last
time.
night's episode spanned about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
tonight's episode will span
Another 6 weeks.
The
another
remaining
6 weeks
6 weeks.
with a view to playing the game at the end. So
Because
it
when
might have
he-
gone more than 6 weeks.
Well, I'm
last
trying to
night.
think what he actually said was the sort of the actual time frame.
It was 12 weeks from
Was
when
it
they
12
told them,
weeks?
yeah.
Right, okay.
So I think we went a bit beyond 6 weeks
Maybe.
yesterday because they're going to save obviously some time for
Yeah.
the game.
So if you're going to talk about it now, go back to what is it?
So it's Harry Redknapp getting together England legends for an 11-a-side game.
I mean, that is a very, very loose term.
All right, okay.
Because I'm an England legend.
To play against a German legends team, but
Podcast, not vodka.
what I think what we discussed was that they probably haven't picked it on like pure legendary status, and more they need to find people who've like lost their way a bit.
Not necessarily.
So it makes it
Not necessarily lost their way in like terms of they've gone off the rails, or they're just a bit out of
Banged on.
shape,
Yeah,
basically.
it's like a
Because there's no point in them getting like David Beckham is obviously a retired England footballer, but there's no point.
Step on a pitch now. And
There's no point getting him on
Yeah.
there because he'd probably still be able to play the game almost to the same ability that he was when he was in the best of his
Yeah.
in the best shape of his career.
Pretty shit.
Same as Giggs.
they're centering it to a degree around
Overweight players.
yeah, but like going back to kind of like the 1990 World Cup
Yeah.
team, which granted there's only 3 of them there.
I mean, you understand. It's somebody who needs to get into shape to be able to play the game again. You know,
It's
I'm not
basically
going
taken
out and
between
playing
that-
90 minutes of football
No.
unless about 12 minutes.
No, so in the first episode they played against an under-14s team, and I Redknapp had to stop the game early because he was like,
So I don't
people
know.
are going to start getting
I don't
injured
know how-
and or die.
I honestly don't know how long the gap. Like, I'm assuming it wasn't 45 minute
It'd be
halves.
30 minutes.
I don't even think it was that. I'd imagine it was probably like 20 minutes because we were playing on a full size pitch. So for starters,
Under 14s.
yeah, that's fine for under 14s. Under 14s are basically young adults at
Yeah,
this point.
you can play on full size, but they won't play full time. Like 15 minutes.
I don't know.
No,
I think.
when I was playing like under 14s, you were at least playing like 35-40 minutes a
Yeah, I
half.
think they used to drop it down by 10 minutes in the game, so you'd play 40 minutes each half.
Yeah.
But I'd be surprised if it wasn't more than 25 minutes. But either way, they got beat by this under 14s team, and Harry Redknapp had to stop the game after about 10 minutes because he thought that Razor Ruddock was going to have a heart attack because he was basically playing at centre half, and he's carrying on the best part of 20 stone.
Well, in the second half, he sent him up front. So
Yeah,
he
he put
move.
him up front just so he could like piss about. Just going back a little bit, did you see the Sheffield United Leeds game on Saturday?
Yeah.
So did you see the stuff with Janssen? So
where he's crocked, they've sent him up front to move.
So Leeds one of Leeds' centre halves got injured, but they'd already made all 3 subs. So they thought, right, can't keep him in defence because he's just a passenger, and if they play the ball over the top,
They were losing at
we're
this
fucked.
point as well.
They're already 1-0 down.
So he'd probably be someone that would be going up to make a presence up front
Yeah, it's
anyway.
it's the sort of tried and trusted
Send your big
Tony
man defender
Pulis
up.
technique.
Make a shit decision.
Go on, get your market.
Make a shit decision partway through the game to make.
No, this as in like so your team's losing, and towards the end of the game, if you've run out of all ideas, basically you lump one of your massive centre halves up top
Just to try and win a
pump,
header.
pump the ball long to him, and they had a chance to score.
Oh, yeah, he did, but obviously not on his head. Yeah.
With his dodgy feet. So he gets cropped crocked even. He tries to run it off. Can't run it off, so he's just...
They've made all the subs, so he's got to stay.
He's just lumbering around the pitch, obviously, like, not able to run properly. He can... You know that thing where you sort of, like, skip run? He was doing that, basically, to get around the pitch. And they kept passing the ball to him, which I thought was a bit harsh.
I was thinking as well, though, if he scores, I'm just wondering if the adrenaline's enough that he's going to make a little bit of a run for celebration.
God, yeah. He absolutely wouldn't he? So they eventually they give him like 2 or 3 minutes to try and run it off and see how he gets on. They obviously become aware that he can't carry on the way he is. So they had to put a guy who was playing in holding midfield. That kid's hair.
Hernandez?
No, fucking Calvin Phillips.
Oh, Phillips. Yeah.
His hair is the shittest haircut I've ever seen.
You won't tell him that because apparently he's hard as fuck.
Are we talking Alice Band or not?
I'll find
no
a
Alice
picture.
Band, but he's
I'll
got
find a
like
picture.
he's got like patches of his hair where it's like scraped back and then like braided, and it looks terrible. So he went from playing holding midfield to playing at centre half, and they had to put this guy who was playing centre half up front. And then the ball fell to him in the box right near the goal, and he basically shunned it wide because he obviously won. He's not a striker.
It's the first picture that comes up.
Jesus,
It's not even a good one. Leave it with me, Andy. I'll find one.
And then with about 2 minutes to go in the game, Sheffield United break through, and the keeper comes out and wipes out one of their guys, gets a straight red card. So that's 3 games, 3-game ban, I think, for a straight red. So they've lost their keeper for the next 2-3 games at least.
Okay.
Terrible haircut. So the guy who's injured...
Incidentally, that's what he used to have.
Oh my god. And then
keeper gets a red card.
Yeah.
Presumably that's straight off.
Yeah, they're down to 10 men. No, they can't make any substitutions.
And
so obviously they've realised...
No keeper.
So they've realised there's no one to go and goal.
But the injured guy...
Pontus can't really move. But at this point it don't matter if we lose 2-0. Stick him in goal. So they're giving the keeper shit.
Resulting free kick was just like, get on target. Get on target.
They just work the keeper. He can't move. Just if you put it on target, in the corners, he can't save it. He won't be able to get to it. And
it was Norwood, who's normally good for a free kick.
He's a dead ball specialist and stuff like that. So Pontus Jansson started the game at centre half, played the final 10 minutes up front, and eventually finished the game in goal.
Got his money worth.
And
the upshot is Leeds lost.
Leeds lost.
Leeds.
Leeds lose.
Yeah. Is there anything we love more than when Leeds lose?
Yeah. Ideally, Borough winning.
When Sheffield United lose.
Do you hate Sheffield United more than Leeds?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
You actively go to the games?
Yeah. Yeah, but right, as a football fan, would you ever really turn down the chance to just go and see live football?
It depends what the game is.
Right, if you got to go and see any championship level live football.
So someone says to me, "Oh, we've got free tickets to give away. What's the game? Leeds versus Newcastle. Fucking shove it up your ass.
Really?
Not a chance. I don't want to go and support either of those two fucking shitbags.
You can watch the game.
Neither one of them should win the game. Ideally, both teams lose, and all the players get sent off.
Right. Okay.
Not physically possible.
Right.
I would have absolutely. I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of watching Leeds versus Newcastle.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't want either one of them to do well.
You might feel like how I went and watched Sheffield United Derby on Boxing Day. Saturday after Christmas, Boxing Day, one of the two.
Yeah, that would be a particularly tough one if you ate both.
It was feisty though. It was good.
Had a bit of needle to it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
God, I love a bit of needling games. Oh! I'd forgotten about my
Just
story
about
that I was holding out on to tell you in the football pod. So,
here we go.
Me and the good lady have recently just celebrated a year together. So did the old anniversary cards and stuff like that. Lovely.
Obviously, got us some mozzarella sticks
from
McDonald's.
Probably should have done, but she said
she said no.
She said no presents. But her reason was because I bought her.
It's not one of those where she goes no presents and you respect that and then.
No. I did respect it and I didn't buy her any present. So, she said, oh well, seriously, don't buy me anything. You overspent at Christmas and again on my birthday because they fall quite close to each other. So she was like, don't buy me anything. This isn't a test. I'm being serious. I don't want anything. So I was like, right, fine.
It's a test.
So that's fine. So she gives me the card. I see there's something. I open the card. There's something sticking out at the top of the card. So I'm like, what's that? She's like, well, just leave that for now. No. She's like batting my hand away to sort of put them back into the card. She's like, read the card first. So it's like, she'd had one of those, those light boxes.
Yeah.
That you can put your own message on, something like that.
Yeah.
So she'd bought one that said something like, to the light of my life and the pain in my arse. And I was like, nice that you really feel that way about me and stuff like that. So it was like, she was like, yeah, which point? You're a dick. What am I supposed to do about this? So then open the card. Obviously, lovely passage inside. Definitely not. And then see the present that she's bought me. After we'd agreed, no presents. It's 2 tickets. Middlesbrough Football Club. Interesting.
Yeah, he's not.
No.
Because you were moaning last week
Christ.
about
if you'd have bought
take that at Riverdance.
If you'd have bought us tickets to go see Take That at the Riverside, I would have ripped them up in front of her face.
Because it was last week I was talking to her this one.
Jesus Christ, ridiculous. So she's bought us tickets to go see Middlesbrough versus Norwich City. So that is the first game back after the international break. It's on at 5:30, so it's on TV. She's bought the ticket in the South Stand, which is where we stood for the Forest game.
Does she know what that means?
They're going to lose. They're going to get beat. And I don't think it's right that she
it's
should
a good
see
job that
a
we'd
fully
agreed.
grown man cry.
It's kind of a good job in hindsight that we'd agreed not to go to that one together now.
Exactly.
I know this isn't football based, but speaking of anniversaries, by the way, I just want to point out. Firstly, you failed horrifically there. You failed every test that was put in front of you.
No, seriously.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Seriously, that she absolutely didn't want anything.
Very much like this story.
Oh dear.
So.
Oh
no. Me and Leanne went to Clifton Moor last Friday. Walking through the car park. Hear this voice. Leanne. Another shout out for Harriet. Thanks for pointing out that you didn't call my name. So that was that. So Leanne's like, oh, there's Harriet. Oh, there's Mike. Oh, what are you guys doing here? Oh, we're celebrating our anniversary. All right, cool, nice one. Yeah, happy anniversary. That's cool. What are you doing? To check out some carpet. It's like, nice. Off to Greg's. That's where we're heading. Let's all go there.
Okay.
Went to Greg's, bit of food, came out.
Absolutely ridiculous, but okay.
They were talking, 8 years. 8 years. I was like, this year, 20 years. Lan goes, it definitely isn't.
Oh no. Oh dear.
What? It's 19 years. Sure on that one? Because I'm sure I was 20 and... No, I was 21. Yeah, okay. So when you've been together as long as we have... So yeah, I failed just as spectacularly as you did.
I've made up for it by, putting...
Buying a present.
No.
No?
Well, the present I've bought is the fact that I've paid for us to, rent a house together. So that's not too bad.
Winning. Winning at life and relationships.
Oh, it's just the best.
Well, it was a good football podcast.
Marvellous, wasn't it?
So we've got no games to predict, which means we can't put any bets on.
It depends. I mean, we can try and predict games, but it's going to be tough.
I'm
really
close to being a passenger on any club in the Championship but mine. I've got absolutely no idea where we go down the league.
Yeah, I think we should have to skip this week's predictions and just
Which is fine because we
go
preempted
balls deep on
We
the next week.
preempted it last week by saying that there were no games to predict, so anybody that's actually...
And it's all right that we're going to get... Once we get back on it, it's going to be 2 a week for the rest of the season. Isn't it?
But the best thing
tuning
about
in-
it is the fact that next week, when we do the preview for that week's games, it'll be the game that I will be going to.
Oh.
So
we know that...
So not only will I be able to give you a full preview,
Definitely put it down as a loss.
I'll be able to give you a full review.
Yeah.
Once I've seen the massacre, I mean the game.
And pictures.
Obviously.
Insta.
Can
Obviously
you please
pictures.
make me a promise?
Insta can suck my balls.
That if there is a cokehead in a burgundy tracksuit, I want a picture.
What? With each like, hey!
Well, no, you won't need to be because he'll be turning around going... trying to conduct...
Come on, you bastards!
Yeah. You know he's going to be there.
Well, for the first half an hour. And then the first half an hour of the second.
And then his massive line of coke will, fade in it.
Well, just make sure you do the same
Go off and
scenario.
have a cry.
It's annoying though, because
A half-time pint
well,
and miss the goal.
well, the thing
Or you
is,
won't be able to share the same toilet
that is true.
with the good lady.
The problem is that it's a 5:30 kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
So
You going for a few larges before?
Different.
well,
breed.
we're getting the train at about 2:30. So if anyone's listening to this and on the way to the Borough Norwich game next week, hit us up. I'll be in the train
You'll be in
station.
Barcuda?
Yeah, we'll be in Barcuda getting pints for $1.50 or whatever, and then we'll be making our way up to the ground where dreams do come true.
Where dreams are crushed week in, week
Yeah,
out.
pretty much. So yeah, give us a shout.
Speaking of, because I was like, anybody that tunes in regularly, so Cookiecast presents. Oh, you got some of it at the same time, haven't you? Cookiecast presents. You can't see the Forest for the Tees. Is fighting for top spot on the Cookiecast network.
The Cookiecast network.
For a while, it was fighting and losing to the wrestling podcast.
I thought 100% that he was going to say James Plays.
I thought it was going to be that. I don't even know what today's upload is.
It's a bullshit cast. But when I coded it, I was like, went a little off the rails. I'm not sure. But bullshit cast is the one that the football podcast is fighting against.
Nice.
People love the bullshit.
Whose
cast.
bullshit cast was it?
I'm going to guess it's one of mine.
Yeah,
think
because
you've
you
been on
are
every
King
single
Bullshit.
Well, I think it's
Billy Bullshitter.
I think it's the three of us. Just
Oh,
the
is it?
three of us. So, are we just straight into the quiz then?
I think we're going to have to be. Unless we're doing this week in football, of course.
Well, what
Anything
happened
to cover.
What happened this week in football?
So there was the VAR in the Swansea game.
Yeah.
So, FA Cup week. So, shock of the round, probably Wolves beating Man United. So we're now down.
It shouldn't really be though. Wolves
No,
are an
Wolves
alright
have
side.
done all right.
Yeah.
Wolves have done all right this season. They've got some very good players.
Man United in the just last couple of games just haven't looked like they've got any edge. Like
It's almost like-
they didn't look like they've got a goal in it.
It's almost like the PSG game has just
Drained them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's taken like 2 weeks.
Well, that's
to
what they
recover.
put the Arsenal result down to, but
Yeah.
then it's like carried on.
Yeah. So,
I can't quite reach the books. Can you?
Manchester City versus travelling to Swansea for their FA Cup quarter final. I believe this is me. I believe wrong. So Swansea at home to Man City. Swansea open up a 2-goal lead.
Really?
So at this point, obviously, Man City are probably shitting themselves. You might have to take over from me because I don't know the full ins and outs of it. But I don't know if
I watched it was 2-0 at half time. I watched it in the pub actually. The pub went mental. It's a bit of a Man United pub.
Of course it is.
Where
were you?
In Norton. The name of the pub escapes me. It's like a sports pub in Norton. Like Norton and Morton.
Not really, but yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I was playing a pool with my dad when it come on. We'd just gone in there for a few pints before the.
Of course you had.
before the rugby, which he's interested in, which I'm absolutely not interested in. And also, Wales have won earlier in the day, so it
Exactly.
means shit.
It was pointless, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, they got a penalty, and then they got have you seen the second goal?
Not yet.
Right, I'm going to show you after this.
Okay.
It's really good. Like, as Simon would say, it's a great team goal. Shout out for Mr. Liston on the podcast there.
On his sabbatical at the minute.
Has he gone, has he?
He's taken his sabbatical to concentrate on his studies.
I said to
Again.
to Chev yesterday, man. I was like, "Where's your boy?" It's like, "He's off for a month." Like,
But that's a month at least.
Because he's taken all his holidays plus some unpaid.
I think so. I think he's taken
2
some
weeks
unpaid.
holiday, 2 weeks unpaid.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to that. So, and at 2-0 down, you always think City are going to come back into any game anyway.
First time under Pep that they've come from 2 goals back. Oh my God! Come from 2 goals behind to win a game. That took a while to get out.
Well, that's not right.
I thought I could have sworn that was the stat that had flashed up.
Well, it can't be because the first leg against Schalke, they were 2-0 down and won 3-2.
Are you sure it was 2-0?
Oh, well, now you question it. No.
Jeez.
Don't question.
Anyway.
Carry on.
Don't
Sure it was
question.
2-0 down. What are you doing? Right, so then they get 1 goal back. I didn't see that goal, if I'm honest, because I was travelling back home from the pub. It was the Bernardo Silva one. Great goal. Then we're getting to the ends of the game, and there's a penalty that's not a penalty.
Right.
When is a penalty not a penalty?
Excellent.
When it's a free kick.
It should. Anyway, the penalty. It wasn't a penalty. Aguero's took it. It's at the post. It's coming back out. It's keeper on the back of his foot and gone in. So he's gone for the dive. It's coming back out and it's caught his foot. So it's gone down as an own goal. It's gone away from goal. Come back out the keeper. Awful.
Jesus.
And then Aguero's got a goal where he's clearly offside. And it's not been ruled out. So the controversy is that VAR is in the FA Cup this year.
It's
only at Premier League stadiums. So they're all saying, last year Swansea was a Premier League stadium, so it has absolutely got the infrastructure to cope with VAR. But
it's not good.
It's not in there because it's not a Premier League ground.
Oh dear.
So Pep's done his usual thing. I didn't see any of it. I've not watched the replays. I'm really sorry if we've looked out there. Like all managers do.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Tore the party and stuff.
Bless you.
So, I think I'm getting cat issues here.
Hay fever. I should have started on the hay fever medication already. It's March, so I need to go on it.
I used to be really sensitive to that, and then one year it just didn't happen.
Sometimes you can have years where you're like, pretty much how I had it this year. It's all about the different. I remember when there was pollen, and now there's like 19 different types of pollen, and you're allergic to all of them.
And so, sometimes they only happen some years.
Yeah.
You've got your tree pollens,
your grass,
your
plant.
I just used to be. I used to be the kid that basically was in the corner, crying, because
someone kicked you in the face.
Well, just because it's just awful when you've got hay fever and you can't do nothing about it. I just wanted to literally dunk my head in water all the time.
I can't possibly imagine what you're talking about, James. Because, as a 6-year-old, you've got hay fever. All right, okay. What does that mean? Well, grass is probably a problem. All right. You've also got asthma. Okay, that's probably not great then, yeah? Yeah. What can we give you that'll really round that off? Oh, that's right. You're allergic to grass. I'll take this Man United kit off then, shall I? Yeah.
Dream's over.
Dream was over. Best be a pilot. So, there's a twist
Is there?
Right.
to this week's quiz.
Okay.
So,
It better not be some bullshit handicapping system.
Is it? We have to answer the question.
with the right answer.
No, is it the...
Boom.
You'll ask a question, and then you'll ask another question, but we have to answer the
The
question
next
before.
question with the two Ronnie
What
style.
is that?
So we ask the first question.
Yeah, I get it.
Have you
bank
ever
it.
seen that two Ronnie sketch?
It's amazing. It's incredibly
That
funny.
has got to go down as well.
It's
So
brilliant.
the twist is, time was limited. So there was a quiz, but there's a lot of we don't understand the ins and outs behind the scenes footage of what goes into providing a quiz
Absolutely not.
in a timely manner. So there's stages. Sometimes Stats Mistress has to go to the internet, get the quiz, answer the questions to get the right and the wrongs, to then turn that into an actual quiz. There was not time.
Is what you're saying is, has she got other priorities at the moment? Because I think something needs to be said.
How dare she?
There's a lot of sitting around. There's a lot of sleeping. So,
Is what you're saying that you don't have the answers to this quiz?
well,
Oh dear.
currently,
Have you set a score?
I do not have the answers.
Oh my.
By the time I've finished the quiz, I will have the answers. That's right, boys. I'm doing the quiz.
Oh my word, Andy's playing along.
So I'm going to have to answer the questions
Oh my god, this is amazing.
to get the rights and the wrongs.
Don't know about anyone else, but I am diamond hard right now.
So I will have a score
Amazing.
by the end.
This
I'll also
is
have the-
incredible.
This puts a lot of pressure on me.
It does kind of put a lot of pressure on you,
put
James.
a lot of pressure. This is it's a 20 question quiz, but all the questions are the same because it's one question. That question is, who am I
Ah,
from the 4 teams I played for? I believe.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
So
Christ,
I will
right, okay.
literally read.
oh my god. Okay.
No. Sorry, I'm lying to your face. The question is, who am I?
Uh-huh.
Can you identify the footballer just from the list of clubs he played for?
Okay, that's fine.
The first one is not 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6.
Okay.
Right, I see.
4.
Are these in order?
options.
Does it say are the clubs in order?
There was something. Challenges curse which football player for all the following clubs. I'm sure it said somewhere. And remember, the clubs listed are in random order.
Fucking hell, psych. Tough one.
So let's see. So, who am I? And the clubs that I played for. Question 1. Barcelona. Bayern Munich. AC Milan. PSV. Fortuna
Sittard.
So, your choices are
I'm glad I got some choices.
Patrick Kluivert,
Clivert.
Ibrahim Afella,
Ibrahim Afellay.
Jesus Christ, Mark von Bommel,
Mark van Bommel.
Philip
Koku.
And they were random order.
Just give us the clubs again. I think I know which. I think I know what it
Barcelona,
is, but
Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, Fortuna Sittard.
yeah, I'm happy with that.
Me too. I was getting fixated.
I'm also happy with that.
I was getting
Are
fixated.
you actually as you go?
Yeah,
I'm
because
doing the quiz.
He's doing it.
Amazing.
Yeah, because it's going to be one of those where you press buttons, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it gives you the answer
It gives you the
straight
answer
on.
instantaneously.
Who am I? Liverpool, Newcastle United, Watford, Charlton Athletic.
Okay.
Hang on, Liverpool,
Newcastle United, Watford, Charlton
and Charlton.
Athletic. Your options are Ian Rush, Kevin Keegan, John Barnes, Peter Beardsley.
That's easy.
No, it fucking isn't. Oh,
Go on.
So I went to put the answer I thought, because I was like, I think I've got an idea. Then I looked at the question before and went, well, they're not going to put it in the same place, are they? Went for that one, and it wasn't the right place. So I'm already losing. Question 3.
Well, I know 2, but I've guessed 1.
West Bromwich Albion, Sunderland, Aston Villa, Birmingham City. So West Brom, Sunderland, Aston Villa, Birmingham City.
I know this one before it even comes out.
Liam Ridgewell, Craig Gardner, Scott Sinclair, Steve Watson.
As confirmed. I knew that one. You know that one.
I think I do, but if it is who I think it is, he's just one of those no-name footballers who's just a generic. I mean, he's not a superstar, is he?
No.
He was never going to be going to a Man City or anything like that.
Question number 4. Barcelona, Arsenal, Roma, Ajax, RKC
Valvik?
Probably. Giovanni van
Bronkhorst.
Thomas
Vermaelen.
Alexander
Hleb. Hleb.
Mark Overmars.
Right, give us the
I was
clubs
hoping
again.
to narrow it down by which one to play for Arsenal. It's
Yeah.
not gone well.
Barcelona, Arsenal, Roma, Ajax, RKC Waalwijk. Giovanni van Bronkhorst. Thomas Vermaelen. Alexander
Hleb.
Mark Overmars. I'm going to go with you. Nah, fuck off. It's not going well, boys. It's not going well, so. Question 5. Liverpool, West Ham United, Newcastle United, Preston North End. So Liverpool, West Ham United, Newcastle United, Preston North End. Your favourite, Stuart Downing, Glenn Johnson, Craig Bellamy, Andy Carroll.
I was thinking one of those before the options were out. So I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, fuck off. Question 6. Real Madrid, Manchester United, Bayer,
Leverkusen.
yes, and Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
So that's Real Madrid, Manchester United, Bayer Leverkusen,
I'm going to write down an answer before I get
And-
options.
Guadalajara.
Where's Guadalajara?
Mexico.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, yeah. I
The
know that is.
options: Angel Di Maria,
Uh-huh.
Javier Hernandez, Gabriel
Heinze.
Heinze, Owen Hargreaves.
We know what that is, don't we?
That was Owen Hargreaves. I believe the little P. Chicharito!
It's not opening though, is it?
Oh.
I didn't need any help, boys.
Captain Big Bollocks.
Question 7. Tottenham Hotspur, Celtic, Watford, Creteil,
What?
Creteil,
Never heard of him.
Grasshoppers,
They're in Switzerland.
Cagliari.
Cagliari.
So Tottenham Hotspur, Celtic, Watford, a name we don't know, Creteil, Grasshoppers, Cagliari. Ronnie Rosenthal, Grzetskoras,
Grigor Zreziak.
Reziak. Fuck me. Etienne.
Capu.
Yeah. Ramon Vega. Oh, I mean, come on.
Right, do you know what?
That's the one I'm writing
Just
down.
knowing immediately that his answer...
It's
I
Ramon
know-
Vega.
Yeah, I know, and the only reason he's gone for it is because it's Vega from Street Fighter.
Is 100%
I'm correct. Basically, could have gone for it as the
Do you know
only
what?
Swiss
We
player there.
should be answering these as we're going, I think.
Well, just be honest.
So
we'll
originally,
yeah.
originally, I thought that we should have done it as a team, and then realised it wasn't going to be a team if I was involved. Because I was actually going to genuinely just put it on the laptop, because the laptop's touch screen. So I was just going to put it up there, and we could have just pressed it and got it.
I'm happy
If
enough to
you
just go with my
scroll
genuine
back, and we'll write them down, but then me and James will give you the ones that we think it is.
as we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So I think number 1's Mark Van Bommel.
I have also got Van Bommel.
Right, well, hang on.
Some of them have been hard.
So number 1, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, Fortuna Sittard
Mark Van Bommel
is the correct answer.
Yeah, boy.
Number 2, Liverpool, Newcastle United, Watford, Charlton Athletic.
John Barnes.
So I wanted to go for John Barnes, and I was like, no, because the first one was the third option. So on there, third option.
You've made a mistake.
So I was like, I can't be that, I'll go Ian Rush.
But it is John Barnes.
When the fuck did he play for Charlton?
I can visualise him in the kit. I knew as soon as that one come out that it was him.
Number 3, West Bromwich Albion, Sunderland, Aston Villa,
That
Birmingham
was
City
my shout before.
Craig
you-
Gardner.
Yeah.
is the right answer. It's not the one I
I
went
think we've gone different here.
Yeah, I think we might have done as well.
Number
Who have you gone
4,
for?
Barcelona, Arsenal, Roma, Ajax, RKC, whatever.
Did he
the
play
hell
for
it is.
Aroma?
That's the only one I'm a bit worried about.
That was why I went for him because I couldn't.
Have you gone for Hleb?
I've gone Fleb, yeah.
Well, but Hleb's Belarusian, so he had to play for a Belarusian team at some point. I've gone for Overmars. Am I wrong as well?
Thomas
Vermaelen?
There was no
Go
Belgian club though. There was there.
Oh, it was. What did you say? RSC Waalwijk or something?
Well, isn't Ajax?
No, they're Dutch.
But to be fair, it's only over the border, so
RKC, well...
that could be the Belgian. I don't know what he played for Roma though. Is he at Roma now? Maybe. Because I don't think he's at Barca anymore, is he?
I don't know. It was the Roma link for me.
That one threw me.
Question 5, Liverpool, West Ham United, Newcastle United.
I thought
Preston
this before.
North
I mean,
End.
I'm just assuming the Preston thing was a loan.
Yeah, I think that was his first. Well, obviously Newcastle was his first club.
Yeah.
But Andy Carroll.
We've both gone for Andy Carroll.
Well, I didn't, but you are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was on loan at Preston, and then he got his breakthrough, and obviously Newcastle.
And
got
we all
loaned
know
him.
where we are with the next two.
Number 6, Real Madrid,
Chicharito,
Manchester United, Bayer
Leverkusen.
and...
Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Chicharito.
Chicharito.
Come on, do you know who Chicharito is? The little P. Javier Hernandez.
Well, that's what I went with, and I got it right. So fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys. And we already know we got Ramon Vega correct.
7's Ramon Vega. Right, so...
I was just waiting for the Swiss player.
You're right. It was the fact that he said Ramon Vega and then went, oh!
I was writing
You
it
just
out.
knew.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wrote Ramon Vega down before because I knew that he played for Spurs and Celtic.
So how...
I was just waiting
how are we
for
doing the rest?
a Spurs player that was...
So
As
you
say that, we'll
ask the questions. We'll write them down, and then once you've finished reading out all the answers, we'll give our answer.
Okay.
But you do well. You tell us when you've put your answer in.
So you're locked in.
Yeah.
Everton, Rangers, Norwich, Kilmarnock.
Oh dear.
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to write this down before.
Options.
It's in. It's locked in.
Ian Durant, Stephen Naismith, Duncan Ferguson, David Weir.
Give us them again.
Everton, Rangers, Norwich, Kilmarnock.
Tell me, have you written them down? Have you gone in?
Do I need to pick mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine went in before the options.
Yeah, I mean that's who I've put. I've put Stephen Naismith as well.
Is the right answer.
Yeah.
Is he? So is he at Kilmarnock now?
I believe, because my brother-in-law is obviously a big Norwich fan, I believe he's still on Norwich's books.
So he must be on
I think he's
loan
on
there.
loan, yeah.
Number 9.
okay.
Tottenham Hotspur, Celtic, Southampton, Bearscott.
Have you written something down?
I absolutely have.
Dean Richards.
Yeah, boy!
Victor Wanyam, Peter Crouch, David Howells.
This is fun.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you gone?
Right, we've both gone for an answer. You put yours in.
I've done mine and I got it.
We
right.
went before the options.
Big Vic. The Kenyan sensation himself.
Victor Wanyama.
Seriously. So apparently he scored an absolute worldy goal last season when it was like the ball rolled to the edge of the box, and it was his first game back after a long injury layoff, and he just absolutely fucking twatted it. And I think it went in off the underside of the bar. One of the best goals I've seen in a while.
What, like almost like 25 years ago when Tony Yeboah.
Seriously, yeah, but his was in the air. Like, that was one of the best goals I've ever seen. But it was like coming along the floor. And someone in the post-match interview, they said to him like, "Do you want to talk us through the goal and stuff?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I've always been able to hit like balls like dead straight and stuff like that, and I've always had a big shot on me." And they said, "Oh, what is there any particular reason? Did you do any training?" He was like, "No, it's just because I've always had a big ass, so I'm able to get more behind the ball." It was like, okay, fair enough.
All right then. 10. Tottenham Hotspur,
What fucking Spurs?
Stoke City, West Ham, Bradford City, Peterborough.
Yeah.
Oh, I need some options.
Okay. Garth Crooks, Peter Crouch, Michael Knightley?
Michael Kitely, maybe?
Yeah. Matthew Etherington.
I'm locked in.
One sec.
Can't get a break here.
That's a tough one for me.
I'm locked in. I did not. I
Go on
did not
then.
win.
I'm written him.
Excuse me. I have put Matthew Etherington.
I have also put Matthew Etherington.
And that
I
was
wouldn't
one.
have known that one before, though.
It was the Peterborough that I was
11.
waiting for, because he's the kid that they signed from Peterborough when he was like 16 or 15. He might have even been.
Manchester City,
Could be anybody.
Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Stoke City.
Oh, you bastard! Right, hang on. I'm gonna have to scratch that out because
Man
just
City.
give us them again.
Manchester City, Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Stoke City.
Ooh,
Options.
yes.
Oh!
Stephen Ireland,
No. Well,
Richard
maybe.
Dunn, Fabian Delph, Darius Vassell.
I'm happy with man.
Don't remember him at Newcastle. But I've gone with one.
Have you put yours in? Did you get yours right?
No.
What did you go for, James?
I've gone Ireland.
I have also gone for Stephen Ireland.
As you should, because that's where I
I
am.
couldn't. I honestly can't remember him at Newcastle.
He was there for a while. I think he signed for them from City.
Question 12.
I nearly went MacLeod. But I was like,
Manchester
oh,
City?
Manchester team, yeah.
Manchester United,
Yeah.
Arsenal, Juventus, Aston Villa, Sampdoria, Barry, Crew Alexander.
Yeah.
Options: Frank Stapleton, David Platt, Andy Cole, Mikhail Silvestri.
Oh! I'll tell you what was putting me off there. Yeah.
Was it the United?
Yeah.
Any chance? Yep. Same here. Never knew he played for them.
No, I did. Before Villa?
Possibly. Yeah. So maybe it came through the academy there then.
I believe it's David Platt.
So do I.
And we're all correct, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea he played for United.
I did know that.
13. Leicester City, Nottingham Forest, Kidderminster Harriers.
So you just said the first one again. I was talking.
What did we learn by that then?
Don't talk.
So maybe you don't get it.
Right. So
Leicester City.
you shouldn't get. Oh, hang on. Oh no, maybe I do want the answers here.
Leicester City.
Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
Kidderminster Harriers.
Just three.
Just 3. Gary Parker, Ricardo
Schumacher.
Wes Morgan, Matty Fryer.
Yeah, I'll just scratch out Joe Lolly then.
I thought you'd maybe gone Morgan.
Give us the answers again. The options, sorry.
The people.
Yeah.
Gary Parker, Ricardo Shemika, Wes Morgan, Matty Fryer.
Well, they've all absolutely played for Forest and Leicester.
I've put an answer down.
I think I might be in the wrong era with my one, but we'll go. Are you in? I've gone Gary Parker.
I've gone Ricky Shimmicker.
Yeah. It's the Kimmers of it's a bit of a guess.
I went Matty Fryer.
And are you right?
And all three of us are wrong. So it's Wes Morgan.
Is it?
I thought Wes Morgan had played at Sheffield United as well, though.
Maybe he had. It's not all the clubs.
I thought it was all the clubs just in a random order. Sorry, I maybe misunderstood there.
No, because he's definitely had some that he's not. Let's
something
show all
wrong
the clubs,
there.
shortly.
14. Paul.
Borough.
Middlesbrough.
Ray.
Sunderland.
Boo.
Wigan Athletic. Dean Whitehead. Lee Catamol. Julio Arca.
Great player.
Grant Ledbitter.
Great player.
Didn't Julio Arca end up in some non-league?
South Shield.
Yeah. Right, I'm in. I'm pretty confident.
I'll let you take this one.
I got it wrong.
I've gone for Mr. Discipline himself.
Future England captain at one point, I thought.
Lee
Could not
Catmull.
have been any more wrong.
Is it Catmull, right?
Yeah, it should be Lee Catmull.
It is. 15. Real Madrid. Juventus. Inter Milan. Napoli. Parma. Al Ahly.
Give us the clubs again.
Real Madrid. Juventus.
Yeah, that'll do.
Inter Milan. Napoli. Parma. Al Ahly.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Gonzalo
Higuain.
Emerson. Fabio
Cannavaro.
Zinedine Zidane.
Zindane Zidane.
Yeah, I think it can only be one. I'm in.
Hey!
It's got to be Higuain, hasn't it?
I've gone Fabio Cannavaro.
It doesn't have to be Higuain because it isn't.
He's never played for Al Ahly.
I don't even know who Al Ahly are.
Egyptian team.
Fabio.
Is it really?
Fabio Cannavaro. He ended his career at Al Ahly, I think.
16.
I've pulled one ahead.
Real Madrid. AC Milan. Inter Milan. Ajax. Sampdoria. Botafogo.
Colombian.
Jesus Christ.
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Botafogo, I think
Right.
it is.
Frank Rijkaard.
Rijkaard.
Patrick
Have you got this written down already?
Yeah. Second outing of the day for Patrick Kluivert.
Bojan Krick.
Bojan Čirčić.
Surely
Or
not.
Krčić.
Even that I can't give you.
Bojan.
KRK.
Yeah, Bojan Krčić.
Clarence Seedorf.
What? Just name that first club again for me.
Real Madrid.
It's the lesser known Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I think they might be a provincial club from Spain.
It's alright, I just couldn't remember. I think there's the only one I can know
I
that.
think they play football.
Oh, shut up. It's the only one I can think of that's played for all those Italian clubs.
Go on.
I don't want to spoil it. 16 questions is, but I think that's the idea. Go on.
It's going to be Clarence, isn't it?
I'd have thought so.
I wouldn't have thought so
Oh, Andrew.
because I got it wrong. So it is Clarence Seedorf, the
Clarence
only one with a
Seedorf.
pronounceable name. 17. Bayern Munich. Juventus. PSG. That's Paris Saint-Germain for you guys. That's it.
Bayern,
Munich.
Juve,
Juventus.
and PSV.
PSG.
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Bayern, Juve, and PSG.
The
Ooh.
little Italian plumber himself, Mario Mandzukic. Hassan. Jesus.
You got something down?
Sally Hadmazic.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Fuck.
Kingsley Coman. Arturo Vidal.
Arturo Vidal!
One of those came out. Before those came
Arturo
out,
Vidal!
I had a sneaky suspicion of one.
God, he was the force. He's got it right.
Have you got it right?
So I've got it right.
What have
Right.
you gone
Full
for?
of you.
I think it's Kingsley.
I think it is as well because he's French. And I think he probably started at PSG.
I think it is as well.
Because I think he's at... Is he at Juve now or is he
Kingsley
at
Coman.
PSG? No, he's at
For you players. at
Bayern
home.
now, I think.
I remember him at Bayern, but I've got a feeling he is at Juve after Bayern.
Question 18. PSG. Marcel.
Marseille.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Lazio.
Yeah, Lazio. Yeah, Lazio.
I used my brain. Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Sunderland.
Oh dear.
That's a bit left field, isn't it?
Nantes.
No. No.
Oh!
Have you got all of them?
Is that all of them?
That's it. PSG.
I'm going to write
Marcel.
something.
Lazio. Galatasaray.
No, in
Sunderland.
fairness, he never played for Lazio.
Nantes. Lorik Cana. Hatem Ben Araf.
Arthur.
Bruno Ngotti. Laurent Blanc.
Yep, so it's not Lillian Lalonde.
I was thinking Cisse, but then I couldn't pin him at Lazio. Can I just have the options again? Sorry.
Which ones?
Every single one of
the people.
Lorik Cana.
No, I don't
Hatem
know who he
Ben
is.
Araf.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Bruno Ngotti. Laurent Blanc.
I have an answer.
I have an answer.
I have a wrong answer.
If I'm honest, I've got no idea who that first guy is.
Okay, so who's your answer?
Ngotti.
I don't think Ngotti's ever played for Sunderland, so I've gone for Lorik Chana.
I was going to say you probably should have an idea of the first guys because he's the right answer.
I've never heard of him.
He is Albanian,
Of course he's.
and he got sent off in Albania's first game in the European Championships. That's all I know.
19.
If I've never heard of him, I don't.
You're
I
pretty
can't do
much
anything.
screwed.
Barcelona. They're a football club, by the way. Chelsea. Inter Milan. Porto. Sporting. Besiktas.
Besiktas.
And that Al
Ali.
This is the Egyptian place again.
Yeah, give us them again.
Barcelona, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Porto, Sporting, Besiktas, Al Ali, Adrian Mutu, Samuel Eto'o, Nicholas Anelka, Ricardo Quaresma.
Who's the second option there?
Samuel Eto'o. Can I catch a break today?
I can't picture any of them. Some of the places, I think I've got it wrong, but
I've
I
guessed.
don't know.
I feel like it would possibly be too easy to go for Eto'o.
I've gone for Eto'o.
He's played at a lot of clubs.
Yeah, he's played at a lot of clubs.
I just resisted the urge to go Eto'o and I've gone Quaresma.
I thought if Quaresma ever played for Barca.
Well, I couldn't pick the other two that are mentioned at Barca. So I'd narrowed it down to them two somehow.
It is Quaresma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricardo Quaresma.
I don't know if he maybe came through the
Who were the other two
there.
options? But I couldn't pick the other two at Barcelona.
Who were the other two options? Nicholas Anelka.
He hadn't played for Barca.
He's never played for Barca.
Adrian.
And I don't
Mutu's
think Mutu did
definitely
either.
never played for Barca.
Yeah.
So the last one, and if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a close.
If he gets,
I think he's one in front. Yeah.
So the worst I can do is tie. Oh, you bastard!
Question 20.
Question 20.
There's a lot. Chelsea, Manchester City, Queen's Park Rangers, New York Red Bulls, Phoenix Rising. Your options: Frank Lampard, Wayne Bridge, Sean Wright Phillips, Scott Sinclair.
I have an answer.
And my final score is huge.
Oh, right, okay.
So, what do we reckon?
I couldn't be bothered to write it all out.
Yeah, well, me and Paul gone for the same answer, so which means Paul's won.
SWP.
I think it's Sean Wright Phillips.
Sean Wright Phillips.
Yeah.
So out of 20, you have to beat a whopping
5.
5. So obviously I'm winning this week.
I've got 16.
I got 5. 17 by any chance?
Who's that Higuain one, wasn't it?
Canna. Look, Canna.
Well, yeah, that one too. Pull one back. So I'm quite pleased I got one that you didn't get.
Quaresma.
Yeah.
9-3.
Close. That was a fun quiz,
know
though.
what?
I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah. More of those, please. More of those, please.
I think it was the idea of rather having the answers all at the end.
Do you know what? I like that format. And, technically, do you know joe.co.uk? On Facebook? If you follow joe.co.uk, I believe...
You can look at the YouTube channel as well.
I believe they do a Monday quiz.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do. Yeah.
They do a Friday pub quiz, and every Monday it's a football quiz. So, if you like the format there, you could, in theory, do...
Just piggyback the Joe quiz every week.
Yeah. And then it saves you having to find one.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That was fun.
It was good.
Like I say, I mean, last week, the conversation, because I think last week's quiz had a couple of repeated questions.
Yeah.
Previously.
I mean, you're always going to get that. We get that in the
always-
Thursday
Well,
night.
there's
quiz,
always going to
don't
be
we?
questions we've heard before,
Yeah.
or things.
Or a different version of the same
Yeah.
question. And the stats mistress had sort of said at that point, it's getting hard to find
Yeah.
quizzes. And I mean, like I say, I saw that today and was like, is there a way that we can get like a quiz? And like you start Googling it and it's like, especially when you put in like 2019 to keep it current or 2018, 2019, it's like we've been through it. Plus, like I say, actually putting it together, a lot of the time you've got to go on to, like BBC Sport do a lot, but then you've actually got to do the quiz first. Then you've got to copy the questions and the answers out. Then you've
Honestly,
got to highlight which ones.
If you pick a BBC Sport quiz, chances are we've done it.
Yeah.
On the website.
That's the only thing, because I tend to go to 442.com or whatever it is, and they have a daily quiz that they update as well, so I normally go on my lunch break at work.
Is this where you randomly come round with like any Norwegians?
I'd normally send you it on communicator, but you can't guarantee that you'll answer.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to come to you in person. Just
Come
go
round, I need Norwegian, but by the time he's got round to my desk, he's like, no, I've got the answer. He's like, are you going to tell me?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to give you the answer. I
I'll
want you
give
to guess it.
initials.
So I'll give you the initials. You couldn't get Lars Boyne last time, could you? No bed.
I did say though when you were like, because did you give me initials? LB.
LB.
Yeah.
LBJ.
And I was like LB Norwegian. I was like, I don't know, but I guarantee this is like mid-90s.
Oh yeah, big time, big day.
So the Norwegians knocking around the Prem, lots of them.
So, as far as football podcast goes, slightly different format. No predictions, no bets.
Yeah.
Did talk more about the week in football. Slightly different quiz.
No, it was good.
So, listeners and watchers, what do you think to this format? Just putting it out there.
No.
Let us know by commenting, liking, sharing, doing all that. Keeping you can't see the forest for the T's up there at the top of the numbers. So yeah.
And on that
note, sleepy time for this guy.
Oh,
Sleepy time for
Jesus.
this guy.
Yeah.
I think it might be a quick one away tonight. I'm afraid.
Quick one away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to show you the Swansea
Oh,
goal.
yeah. Thank you very much, folks.
Bye.
Until next time. Au revoir.
It's not a quick one away for me because it's going to take me half an hour to get out of this chair.
Yeah, so Swansea managed to score.
So there you go. What do you think to that? Another one in the bag. More football than you can shake a stick at. YouTube watchers, make yourselves YouTube subscribers. Click for notifications. Drop us a little comment. Tell us how you're getting on in the quiz. Everybody jump over to thecookiecast.com. Send us some social media love. Drop us an email. Check out our website. So yeah, there we go. Another one done. Tune in next week because I'm sure there'll be more. But until next time, I'm going to say goodbye.